Sun's up, what's up everyone, and welcome to another episode. My name is Wally, and today I'm showing you guys how to install the new spark plugs on your 2015 Subaru WRX. So first, the tools you'll need are a socket wrench, 10mm, 14mm, or 9/16 deep socket, a socket swivel, and extensions, the NGK Iriduium number 96024 spark plugs, and a flathead screwdriver. So let's begin. First, you need to start taking out the air scoop with the flathead screwdriver. You'll see two plastic pins in the front. Remove those. Once those are removed, you could actually take out the air scoop. Once that's removed, use your 10mm and remove the screws on the side of the air intake. There are two of them. Next, there's a 10mm size screw in the bottom right of the air intake. You must remove that as well. Once those are removed, you can remove the front portion of the air intake. Next, remove the two 10mm screws on top of the ECU next to the air intake. There are two plugs on the bottom, so you'll need to pull up on those to remove the ECU and set it aside. Once that's out of the way, you have access to the first two spark plugs. Use your 10mm and swivel to remove the screws. Once that's done, you can remove the ignition coils and get to the spark plug. Now the next step is to get your socket wrench, a 14mm or 9/16 deep socket wrench, to remove the spark plug. You could use a magnet if you don't have a spark plug socket. Now, the reason why I'm wearing gloves is because it's really hot. I just turned off my car and I actually started working on it. So be very careful when working on your vehicle. You might get burned. Once you get that, you can get the new spark plugs, and I added anti-seize and connector grease on the threads and the connectors respectively. Replace those two spark plugs on that side and reverse the process to replace the ECU and air intake. Replace those two spark plugs on that side and reverse your process to replace the ECU and the air intake. Alright, on to the next side. First, you'll need to remove the battery. Again, use a 10mm socket to remove the lock plate to the battery and disconnect the battery leads as well. Once that's done, remove the lock plate and pull out the battery and battery plate on the bottom. And again, once that's done, you can get to the last two spark plugs. And again, the same process from the last side. Just use your socket wrench and swivel with your 14mm or 9/16 deep socket and remove those spark plugs. And again, it's the same process from the last side. Just use your socket wrench, use the 10mm to take off the screws, and then use your swivel and deep socket 14mm or 9/16 and remove those spark plugs, and repeat the same process and reverse the same steps again. Also, side note, when you remove the battery and work on your car for a while, your car resets. So really quick, to get your window back up automatically and down automatically, just hold the window switch up and wait 10 seconds, just hold on to it and then release. And once that's done, you're good to go. Thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and like it. If you guys want to subscribe, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Again, you guys, have a good day. Take it easy.